All right, let's dive into a topic that honestly is on the minds of a lot of homeowners: whole home water filtration. We're going to try and cut through all the noise and give you a really clear path from, being worried about your water to feeling confident about what's flowing through your pipes.
I mean, it's a thought that crosses your mind, right? You turn on the tap, the water looks perfectly clear, but you can't help but have that little nagging question: what's actually in there? And that one question, that's the starting point for this whole conversation. So when we think about getting cleaner water, most of us immediately picture, a filter pitcher in the fridge or maybe one of those little gadgets you screw onto the kitchen faucet. But there's a much bigger, more complete approach out there. And that's what we're calling the whole home solution.
Okay, so this is where we need to draw a really clear line. On one side, you've got your point of use filters. These are the ones we all know. They do their job at one single spot. But on the other side, you have full house filtration. This is a totally different game. It treats the water at the front door, right where it comes into your house. That means every single drop, whether it's for your shower, your washing machine, or your dishwasher, gets cleaned.
To put it another way, think of a full house filtration system as a kind of security guard for your home's entire water supply. It's installed right on the main line, and its whole job is to clean that water before it even gets a chance to wind its way through your pipes.
And this is where the story gets really interesting. Because once you start treating all the water coming into your home, the benefits go way, way beyond just that glass of water you get from the kitchen sink. And this really shows you the ripple effect. I mean, the first thing people notice is usually that the water just tastes and smells better, mostly because carbon filters are great at knocking out that chlorine taste. But then think about your appliances, your dishwasher, your water heater. A good system can stop grit and sediment from getting in there and causing problems. It can also cut down on that white, chucky gunk, that scale buildup on your shower heads. And a lot of people swear their skin and hair feel way better after showering in filtered water. So, you're probably thinking, okay, this sounds amazing. Where do I start? Well, hold on. Before you even think about looking at different brands or models, there is one absolutely critical first step. And honestly, it's the secret to getting this whole thing right. Seriously, just pause for a second. Because jumping straight into shopping is the single biggest mistake you can make. There is one piece of information you need before you do anything else. And there it is. Any specialist you talk to will tell you the same thing. You have to test your water. Why? Well, because how can you fix a problem if you don't even know what it is? A water test tells you exactly what's in your water and at what levels. Think of it as your personal roadmap. Without it, you're just flying blind. Now, once you have that data with those test results in your hand, everything changes. You're not guessing anymore. You're making a smart, data-driven decision about what your home actually needs. So it really boils down to this simple, logical process. Step 1, you test. Step 2, you match the solution to the problem. Got a lot of sediment? You need a good sediment filter. High chlorine? You need a carbon filter. It's a direct match. Then you got to think about the practical stuff, like making sure the system can handle your family's water use, that's the flow rate, and that it'll actually fit your plumbing. And finally, you have to look at the long-term commitment. What's maintenance going to be like? And hey, one last little pro tip while you're comparing different systems: don't forget to check the details. How long do the filters last before you have to change them? Is the system certified by a group you trust? What kind of warranty does it have? Trust me, these are the little things that separate a great investment from a future headache. At the end of the day, it all comes back to this one simple, powerful idea. Don't get distracted by flashy marketing or buzzwords. The best tool you have is your own water test report. When you let that data be your guide, you'll find a system that actually solves your problems. So the question isn't just, what's in my water? It's, am I ready to find out and do something about it?